the UF Health Proton Therapy Institute. Executive Director Stuart Klein is with us, and we're celebrating a major milestone. But first, tell us what you do here, because it's pretty cutting edge.
Sure. We're the UF Health Proton Therapy Institute, and we treat patients, cancer patients, with proton therapy. So we do all kinds of radiation. We do conventional radiation as well as proton therapy. We treat about 100 patients a day, so we go from 6:30 in the morning till about 11 o'clock at night. And we treat multiple different types of cancer. We're the largest provider in the world of proton therapy for children. So we're treating about 25 to 30 kids a day. In addition, we treat a lot of international patients. About 30% of our business is international.
How about that? And you have been undergoing a massive expansion that began in 2016. Now we're at a milestone point. Behind us, this is massive. This is the gantry?
Mm-hmm. This is the gantry that allows us to move the beam around, the proton beam, into any direction for the patient's treatment. So this weighs about 240,000 pounds, and the whole thing that you see in front of you rotates. That is a counterweight on top of it. That alone weighs about 50,000 pounds.
I've got to ask the obvious. How did this thing get in here?
It was quite an achievement. It came by boat from Belgium. It took about 2.5, 3 weeks to come over. Then we had to basically bring a truck that had 38 wheels on it just to get it from the port to here. We built a crane on site. It took 4 days to build the crane. The crane itself weighed 1 million pounds. And then if you look up, it was basically open to the sky, and they used the crane to drop this into place.
So this has to be technology that you rarely find in this part of the country, right? I mean, this is a big deal.
It's very unique, and this is just one part of it. The actual accelerator is behind that, and that weighs about 120,000 pounds, and that was likewise brought by boat from Belgium and then brought over to the center and then lowered into place. But it is very unique technology.
So let's talk about how this will impact our area and how many more patients you'll be able to treat, et cetera.
Sure. We're expanding our capacity by about 25 to 30%. This equipment will enable us to treat different types of cancers that we can treat now, but we can do a little better job with this equipment. So breast cancer in particular will be great, esophageal cancers, head and neck cancers. It'll allow us to be even a little bit more precise than we are right now with our proton equipment. So we'll be able to do, it's called pencil beam scanning, which is a technology that we currently offer, but this is an expanded version of that.
Terrific. This is really amazing. So when people are thinking about being treated, I mean, you know, you get a diagnosis, it's a heavy situation. What do you tell people at that point about UF Health in particular and Proton Therapy Institute?
Sure. Well, we're an academic center, so we have the ability to tie into the university. So we have the University of Florida Cancer Center, as well as all the physicians at UFHPTI. So it really is a comprehensive approach to treatment in cancer.
Wow, this is incredible. I mean, the little kid in you had to have been like just doing backflips.
Absolutely. I mean, to see this is actually our 4th gantry that we've had in place. So the first 3 came 12 years ago, and this is just a natural progression into the next phase of the center.
And so we talked about the little kid in you, and then also, of course, the part of you that just revels in success stories, people who have been through the therapy here and have come out on the other side smiling. So.
Yeah, that's really the most gratifying point of working here, especially the kids. You'll see them coming back, and we've been in business for 12 years now. So some of these kids, we were treated when they were relatively small, and now they're in college and they're coming back, and they're thriving. So for the most part, they're just wonderful stories.
Okay, well, thank you for showing us around a little bit.
My pleasure.
We came at a time where we didn't need a hard hat, but we're seeing a lot of people walking around trying to get this all done.
Yep.
So thanks again. And for more information, you can go to floridaproton.org or give UF Health Proton Therapy Institute a call at 588-1800.